Hi there. Now, pampering tots is a growing trend in the UK. Salons provide facials, manicures and even massages for children as young as 3.
So is it an opportunity to treat your kids, or is it too much too soon? We went to a children's beauty salon to see what it's all about.
I got a chocolate face mask and I got my nails done and I felt like special.
Like painting my nails, I feel happy.
You feel like you're pampered.
It's for children of their age. It's not, you know, full-on makeup. You know, it's just fun for the kids, I think.
If you're waking up this morning feeling utterly frazzled and thinking, you know, I just want to get the little darlings into school, the idea of them being pampered, you could probably do with a massage, couldn't you? But anyway, we're going to debate this. Joining us now is Marina Fogel, who sells children shouldn't be wasting their time on such things at a young age, and also salon owner Drew Powell, who believes treatments can be empowering for children. How is getting a manicure at 3 empowering?
So I believe that children make sense of the world through role play and through playing different characters and through fairy tales, and when they come to our salon, they're very much treated as a princess. It's very much an experience. So it's not necessarily about beauty and about their outward beauty, but it's more about the experience that they feel when they're with us.
Marina, what's wrong with it?
I feel we need to be really careful about the messaging. Listen, on the one hand, you know, a girl sitting there having her nails painted or some cream put on her face isn't the end of the world. But what are we telling them? They are so influenced at this stage. They're learning from us the whole time about what really matters in life. And I think if we put too much emphasis on how you look, we're essentially telling them it matters how you look. People will like you more if you look a certain way. And you need to be worried about
Haven't
this.
little girls and potentially little boys always enjoyed playing dress-up, always wanted to be princess? Isn't this just the modern version of that?
I disagree. I think that there's one thing, that emulation has always been done and it's a natural occurrence, but it very quickly, if it's encouraged, can turn into I need to be changed, I need to look a certain way for people to like me better, and I think that is potentially
But isn't it
really
also quite
insidious.
just a nice, like almost a bonding thing to do, rather than another Nerf gun fight, another video game, you know, another game of Minecraft? Why not actually go with your kid and have a...
We actually have that. We have parents coming along with their children, and we have mummy and me bonding sessions, daddy and me bonding sessions. We have best friends bonding, sisters bonding. We've had 3 sisters come in and bond and
think
had
there's
pampering.
better ways
True, but shouldn't
Are there?
3, 4, 5-year-old kids' nails be covered in dirt and bark from climbing trees? Isn't that what parents think, rather than shiny polish?
Yesterday, we had a girl that it was her birthday. The day before, she went to the park, and the day after, she came and had a pamper session and she had her nails done. It's not one suits all. You can do both.
Can I just... So, Drew Powell, so you set up this business, you have 4 children yourself, you're a hard-working guy, trying to get by in the world, trying to get this thing flying. And it's one of the few, I think, in the country at the moment that does facials for kids this young.
Yeah.
If a kid of like 3 or 4 or 5 has a facial, what does that mean exactly? I know what it means for an adult, but what does it mean for a kid?
Beauty-wise, nothing. We use very organic products and it does nothing to their skin, but what it does do is give them a feeling of feeling special. It makes them feel pampered. It makes them feel...
So is there a face... You're not going to do a scrub, I guess, as a face mask?
Yeah, it's a face mask. It's a chocolate face mask that we put on, so it's very fun.
So they eat it?
Yeah,
But
they eat
what's
it. It's
fun
very
about
fun.
lying
It's
back, having some cream put on your face, with all due respect.
You will be surprised. A lot of children absolutely love it. You should
What's
see the smile.
their face covered in chocolate?
Exactly.
But not chocolate you can eat. Chocolate you can't eat.
It's edible. Yeah, it's all organic.
But why don't you just eat some chocolate then?
Because that's not what they want. They want it on their face and they want to enjoy it and the smells.
Because society has told them that it's going to make them look better. We've got to think about why it makes them feel better.
Because they're being pampered, they're being...
But why? Why does that pampering make them feel
because
better?
they feel like a princess. It's the fairy tale.
So the whole fairy tale is unrealistic. Fairy tales aren't real.
But
it's
this is the world that we live in. This is the society that we live in.
I know, but we're embracing that then.
No, but there's no fairy tale in which a kid goes to a spa in Birmingham and has a facial. There's not actually...
Such a problem with this whole fairy tale princess idea.
But I think he meant... I don't think... I know what you're getting at. You're talking about making them value beauty too young.
Yeah.
But
And
I don't
also
think that... They're not
unrealistic.
dressing up as princesses.
No,
I don't think that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
To be fair.
And to be clear, what we do not do is extended eyelashes and waxing, and we feel that
But that's
too young.
the next stage. As a parent of a 13-year-old girl, she campaigned so hard to have her ears pierced.
Yeah.
Which I realise is not the end of the world, but I thought I've got to hold out on this. Gave in on her 13th birthday, and literally, as the second stud went in, she said, "Can we talk about a tattoo?" And basically, once you start, and if you're starting as young as 3, the argument might be they want more because they're on social media, they're looking at it, you know, all those things.
And I appreciate
And that may
this is-
not be a bad thing, but
Yeah.
it is the beginning of something very young.
And
isn't it?
we acknowledge that, and I appreciate that, and this is why we put a lot of onus on and speak to the parents that bring the children in, and parents should know when their children are emotionally ready to have or to go to the next stage, and we discuss that with parents. And
Marina, would you... Sorry, Charlotte.
I was going to say, it's interesting, the reaction from people, because there are those who are saying, like, Stephen, why would any parent think their child would need this? It's beyond comprehension. You know, Rich saying full-on spa and makeup treatments for kids are ridiculous. But there are those who say, like Sarah, I've got 2 girls. I don't think there's anything wrong letting young girls treatments as long as natural products are used. I want my girls to know how to take care of them.
Well, that's an interesting point, because I bet you look after yourself, don't you, Marina? And they're following you, and they're thinking it's about grooming.
Absolutely, and there is, but I do wish I didn't care about how I look quite as much as I do. I think it's such a waste of time. It's so much more important to be a certain way, to behave a certain way, than to look a certain way.
But you could have both. You could be concerned with the way you look, but then you could also...
It's about that importance, and children just are learning from you right from the beginning. So, to be honest, I don't put on makeup in front of my kids. I'll do it when they're not looking. I don't
Marina,
paint my
can I
nails
ask you a question, which is if you take out the kind of the beauty element, and I can understand why viewers are kind of, that's weird, the kids having a facial, but when you hear the reality is they're going with the mum or dad and having some chocolate put on their face, isn't that... When you actually look at the detail, isn't it okay?
You're right, but I think it's about the messaging. It's about, do you really want to spend half a day watching paint dry? Because that's what having your nails
It's about the
painted is.
experience. It's not really about the messaging, it's about the experience.
I worry about the cost as well, to be
messaging.
honest. I think not every family would be able to afford to do that, and you're setting up something. You can just do it at home.
You could
do it at home, but we are...
Snickers on your face. Sure.
And the cynic in me would say that this is a great way of the beauty industry ensnaring children into a cycle of spending money on how
Is
they
it
look.
the beauty industry? That's my question, I guess. Is it the beauty industry? Is that what it is?
Oh, it's beauty industry, it's society. I think as parents, we just need to be aware. You know, we're living in an age where body dysmorphia, eating disorders, a dissatisfaction with how they look is so prevalent.
Having time for yourself could alleviate some of those issues. We've had one...
We've got to go. But you've both made some really interesting, smart, insightful points. So thank you very much. And good luck with your business.
Thank you.
Now, still to come, I bet Julie Graham's got a view on this. She's here.